right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 5, Episode 30. All right.
Predicament.
We are in a very moldy situation, very sticky one.
An uphill battle from here on out.
Exactly.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and in order to defeat them, they're going to need to work together as a squad, which is exciting because while there are two potential stand users coming up against them there, we have not seen really potentially more than one stand.
Right.
So that's a good thing to kind of keep in mind here. But also, we have rarely seen the squad work together as more than two.
Yes.
I think this whole part. So
and this is something that besets them all simultaneously, and it's very dangerous. So just that one stand on its own would be tough.
Right.
But if this other guy, Seko, also has a stand and sends it against them, then prepare for trouble and make it double.
A sicko and a psycho.
Yeah.
So we have also just lost one of our members of the crew.
Yep.
So the JoBros are a little bit in a dire straits, if you will. And we're going to
no. That was
that was a previous part. I know. But I'm bringing back just dead things right now because I can't do it with the Bakio right now.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Oh! I gotta say, every time like JoJo's just wants to go hard on the music, it's just it's delightful.
Yeah.
Like, just David Productions. Nice. All right, so they're on the dock. Yep. Oh, so his stand is the recorder. Or no.
Just get off on it.
Yeah, he just loves it. Yeah. Yes. Oh. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Oh, crap. Oh, he can't even speak.
Oh, man.
Oh, gross.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. What are the treats? Oh, sugar cubes. Okay. Oh. Whoa, what?
Wait.
He spit the cube? Oh, this is a pet and a master.
Yeah.
This is wrong. Oasis.
Okay.
Yeah, here's the OP.
Yeah.
Isaye.
Now, here's a question. Could Chocolate... what effect would his stand have on cheese? So, like, blue cheese, for instance. Could he, like rapidly age it, Like,
he only has the finest of blue cheeses.
Yeah.
He, literally probably takes his patience, scrapes off their toe, excess thing there, and then,
So
makes his own cheese.
Do you, under those circumstances, would it then be a moody blue?
Oh, a moldy blue,
Moldy blue, yeah.
There you go. Stay gold. This part here. Zetsubo katamekanaku. Sekai ni tachimo mukau. Care. Chihamunade renaisa da horobiru toki. Hell no! No golden wings. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Green Day and Oasis Part 1.
All right.
Oh, here we go. Top priority.
Yeah.
We're so dumb. We think about that kind of stuff at the same time. Oh. And she's the one that's known him the least. So. Okay. Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
Nope, none of that. None of that here.
Yeah. I mean, you know Narancia is Spider-Man. Like,
I know,
He is our best little boy, you know.
With a switchblade.
Yeah.
That helps.
Yep.
Gotcha. Yeah, if they get really far away, like on the mountain, they could try going down the other side.
Oh, another cold moment there.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh no, this is Oasis, isn't it?
Yep. It didn't make a sound when it hit the bottom.
Let's go. Wait. Oh no, the whole thing's getting...
The combo! Oh shoot!
Oh, that's terrifying.
Oasis! It's gonna be like quicksand, it's sinking them.
Okay.
Oh no, where's Bujarati? Come on! Yeah, crap. Oh. The ground is, yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sticky fingers would be really good here. Oh. Gotcha. So its power works essentially because it's touching everything in it. Nice!
Yeah!
Oh yeah! What a move!
Awesome!
Brilliant. I don't know, there was another team before this that was pretty compatible.
But driving away might not work with this kind of stand against them. Oasis could just pull the car into the ground.
Yep.
You gotta move.
Take the dash action. Let's go.
Yep. Run like hell.
You need to change the surface area that you're on because it took him a little bit of time. Oh.
No way, mister.
No.
The mold thing is still going.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, what?
Oh!
Alright!
What? No, it's Bucciarati's time. He understands. Us, Bucciarati, us. That includes you. No, you're dropping. He's not touching anything, right? Oh, get him! Arrivederci! Woo! Whoa!
But Bucciarati, you're falling.
Oh, he wants to capture this terror. Oh, he
Wow.
wanted to capture his own.
That's messed up.
Oh, he can speak.
Oh. Yeah, Bucciolati wasn't getting all moldy. Uh-huh. So the fact that Bucciolati wasn't having Green Day's mold grow on it.
You're right.
Oh, man.
And Bucciolati knows this. That's why he fell down. Because he's, like, immune to the mold.
Wow.
Oh!
So, okay. So Bucciolati's not alive.
Oh!
Wow. Wow.
I love that.
Wow.
They're like, what?
This shouldn't work.
Our combo was.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh. So what's keeping him going? So yeah, your stand is keeping him alive, but he's not actually alive. It's more that you're keeping his body functioning. Right. Right.
時間がなくなってきたな。だんだん皮膚の感覚が、いや、最初からすでになかったのかもしれないが。
Whoa.
バカな、まさかあの時。これは運命と俺は受け取ったよ。
But you're doing this for the family. Yes.
ベネツィアでお前が俺の負傷を治してくれた時、お前がくれた生命エネルギーはもう少しだけ。
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
ジョルノ、それについては、お前のゴールドエクスペリエンス自身が誰よりもよく知っていることだな。終わったものはどうすることもできないってな。
Yeah.
俺の命は、あの時すでに終わっていたんだ。
But they need to know, because eventually you're gonna go.
静かに、ジョルノ、聞け。なんだこの音は。俺の耳鳴りか。
Do they have a helicopter?
Oh
God!
上だ、ヘリコプターだ。突き落としやがった髪を。ジョルノミサ、飛び降りるぞ。
Yep. Nice. Oh, that's amazing.
スタンド能力はある意味、本体の無意識の才能だ。心の中に罪悪感があれば、無意識にどこかでブレーキをかける能力になる。だがこいつは残酷。
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
こいつにはブレーキがない。悪の限界がない男だ。おい、しっかりしろ。どうした？
Oh.
すぐに医者を呼ぶ。
And he's gonna run down the hill. No! Oh my gosh. That's horrifying. This is just... Yeah, we almost need Doppio to come in and save, like, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
こいつは平気だ。こいつは楽しんでいる。このままだとローマ中の人間が死ぬぞ。
Holy crap.
Jeez.
コロッセオで待つ彼のところへ。旅の殺戮。
Oh,
crap.
man. Oh, that's right.
あのヘリはお前の弾丸射程に入っ
Just barely out of range, probably. Oh, even if it's not. Yep. Yeah, let's go! Yep. He blocks them.
坂道の上から来るぞ。しかも後ろには下がれねえ。ミサ、ヘリに集中しろ。絶対に逃げてはならない。
They're already sunken into the ground a little bit.
ダメだ、ブチャラティ。すでに遠すぎる。
Ah! It's time.
ダメだ届かねえ俺のピストルズの射程距離は俺が一番よく知っているガンは命中した
Oh, wait. What'd they hit?
ヘリの男を始末するヘリを追うぞ追うだってヘリを
Oh, yeah! Hell yeah!
Oh!
Yeah!
Let's go!
Nice!
地中の男は任せていいんですね
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Because you're the only one that can fight him, actually.
行けジョルノ走るんだミスター
All right.
Haha. That's a good part one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got into the Bucciarati stuff.
Dead.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a freaking.
Well, it's going to be a slow decay,
I
like
know.
the mold. So it's
Yeah.
something that makes sense to bring up here. But it's something where he in some ways, by the power of just, you know, like
Will
he's
stand
doing
up,
this.
yeah.
Yes.
Modern Crusaders alive.
We have the power. We'll face the future. Just we are the fighters, just fighting for our rights. Est affectus, est defectus, semper in Angaria. Quod per sortem, sternit fortem, tecum omnes plangindite.
Oh man. But eventually we're gonna have to say goodbye.
Yep. But that's okay. That's okay. This is a way in which we'll get to see him go out on his terms, do so much for the crew on the way there. And hey, if Giorno gets jazzed up, if he gets upgraded,
then maybe.
Yep.
Maybe he can save a wish. Like,
See, I think what it's gonna be. Yeah, it's a good reference. What I think it's gonna be is, it's that overloading people with life. Is he's gonna tap into the life energy of like the universe, and just gonna be like, whoa. All right, so Seko's stand is Oasis. Has some kind of quick stand phasing abilities. I like it. It's a perfect way to combine the idea of if this organization, has a way to kind of manage who's working with who and stuff. You would put stands that work well together.
Well, and also the depressing and dark thing about this is that if Seko is a patient, a victim essentially that he's twisted to him, it might be something where because he had so erased any will of his own, that then his very soul becomes aligned with basically what would perfectly combine with Chocolate. Which, so there you go. And then he pulls people down to his level.
Gross. Yeah, that's true.
That's like
that's nasty.
No.
I like also that we're having a stand that finally affects non-JoBros in a way that's it's a point of the plot. Like, obviously, all the other stands out there have moments where they interact with people, like the part where Dio, stops time and he's punching a cat and throwing like body parts in people's drinks and stuff.
Or Grateful Dead.
Yeah, exactly. So there's moments where that happens, but this one is one where it's threatening to go beyond that, and we're just seeing a guy like, oh my girlfriend, I gotta go to the hospital, and it's like, no, and then just dead.
And as far as we know, this is permanent. It's not something that gets undone.
Be fixed, right? Yeah.
So it's just they're dead. Like,
also, let's talk about Bruno Bucciarati. Let's talk about our boy, the true soul of this party here.
Yep, and I gotta say, thank you, Araki, for giving a specific reason for why the stand is introduced.
Yes,
right? Because having stand users like this, all right, yeah, it's great. But after everything that's happened with the boss and Doppio and Abacchio, nothing could fill those shoes, kind of, right? That's an impossible act to follow, right?
Yes.
So the fact that this is happening in this way, where we can get into the question of, is Bucciarati actually alive? Well, no,
he's not.
No, he's not.
No.
He's not. He's dead. He's a dead man walking.
Yeah, he is running on stand energy.
Yeah, he's running on borrowed time, right? So, and there's going to come a point where he's going to have to pay the piper. So, that...
This actually, I think, could foreshadow something with regards to, you just said borrowed time, and it made me think about the idea of how would Giorno ever be able to beat King Crimson and the boss.
Yeah.
And the idea of what if it's something about lending time, if there is some kind of time relation to it. And if you think about life energy, what is life energy but being able to interact on the flow of time?
That would be pretty trippy.
So it's something where he jazzes up and infuses the whole party with like the ability to like move in some ways within the life energy of the universe. I don't know. I'm just pulling stuff out of my ass at this point. But
yeah, I mean, who knows what will happen after Giorno stabs himself with the stand arrow, right?
Right.
Anything could happen at that point,
that's
right?
true, yeah.
And okay, actually, here's something. At the beginning, Giorno and Gold Experience, there was the creating life and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
But there was also the idea of discombobulating whoever he strikes.
Right.
So there is the possibility that was actually set up as a sort of Chekhov's gun kind of a thing. Because Giorno doesn't use that like at all.
Ever, really.
Nowadays, right? I think... he hasn't used it since like the first 5 episodes or something.
Yeah.
Ridiculously long amount of time.
The fight where he fought against the guy with the shadows and stuff.
I think he used it there. Yeah,
I know he used it against Bruno, but
exactly. Yeah. But what if that was actually a setup of that's how they're going to beat King Crimson? Is that if he does manage to get that one punch on him, then that can chain things up for a combo.
Oh, and he's already discombobulated in a mental way, so maybe it'll have some compounding effect. That's interesting. Yeah. Okay, so then with Giorno kind of being in this situation here, he's able to make Green Day and the stand user, Chocolato or whatever, be immobilized here. So they're going to be able to encounter him. However, just the fact that he can intentionally just drop the spores of the mold and what have you.
Through the bodies and everything, yeah.
Well, no, right, but he's just spraying it out with the helicopter.
Right, yeah.
Means that in some ways, just getting into melee range with him is going to be tough. So Mista, you're going to be absolutely crucial to get some specific shots off, because I'm guessing that his stand is not one that is defensive in the slightest. That is his probable big weakness. And that's why he has his pet Sekko kind of with him, because Sekko's reflexes and ability to precisely move and defend himself, probably because his stand is something that is the suit. Kind of like the one guy from White Album.
The ice one.
Yeah, the ice guy.
Right.
So that probably shows how he's going to be at least a good fight for Bucciarati, but that's where the 1v1 is happening. Right. So they've separated things into a 2v1 and a 1v1. That's awesome.
Yep.
But Bruno, my boy, if you're nearly dead, I do not want to see you sacrificing yourself for the good of the party. I want to see you last all the way to the end. Even if you go down, I want you to go down like arrivederci-ing the boss.
That would be awesome.
Like just at least pointing at him and being like, I did this. I, Capo Bruno Bucciarati, I did this with my friends and my family.
Well, that's the thing. I feel like there are the deaths that can happen in fights, right? But I feel like the deaths that happen outside of the fights are the ones that will end up hurting even more.
Yeah,
right?
Way more.
And if it's something where they win, right? They win and no one else dies, right? But then at the end, they gotta say goodbye to Bruno. That is going to hurt a lot. Yeah. I don't even want to imagine what Narancia will be like at that point. Like,
our boy will be hysterical.
Like, And the fact that we know it's coming, I feel like that's something, because it already happened, right? But because in JoJo's, right, we have tons of times where they defy the odds, right?
Totally.
And they pull a miracle out of their ass and something that no one would have ever expected, and it's like, there you go, we're getting through this, right? But the idea that this is inescapable, right? That no, you can't undo this unless there's some stand arrow stab shenanigans, resurrection stuff or whatever. That's not happening.
Right. And I loved Bruno's moment where he got to arrivederci.
Yeah.
Seko. And the fact that Seko then in some ways kind of stole also the spotlight of this episode for a little bit by going, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm calling you right now.
What's going on?
Yeah. We have done this for a while now. We have established a rhythm.
Yeah.
What the hell is Bruno? Because somehow he didn't moldify when he went to attack me when I should have been safe.
And I was wondering about that. Like, when that happened, I was like, wait. I mean, okay.
I thought he was sacrificing himself.
Right, I thought he was sacrificing himself,
he was moving so fast that
and it was a stylistic thing where it hasn't fully caught on yet or whatever. And then Seko brought it up, and it's like,
right. Oh, yeah. So we're going into that now, finally. The fact that, yes, he has been a corpse in some ways, physically speaking. Like, this is something that could be what they're getting into to foreshadow as well, is that the stand arrow is going to be more stand world building. And we're going to find out what actually happens when someone is granted a stand. Do they tap into some new evolution of humanity where it's, okay, you have this added extra kind of reservoir of life force that tethers you to your stand, and thus, if your stand was to take damage, it would transfer along that life force to you. Is it maybe because in some ways Giorno he is able to translate from his soul to the stand that life energy? It's a very rare stand ability. We've never seen anyone really use their stand to give something. It's more, it's not really healing, it's more of like course correcting, like with Crazy Diamond.
Sure.
It's not actually a thing of where there's a more. It's
I don't know.
It's an exchange in that respect. So
I don't know.
I'm just really excited now for them to go to the Coliseum and then find out what do you have? What do you know? Who are you? What's the deal?
Like the fact that this is brought up. The fact that it was brought up privately, right, where Giorno talked to him about it and said, please don't tell anybody, right? But he had kind of figured it out too, right? There's so many questions still to be asked regarding this, and there's so many things that the characters also need to come to in terms of discovering that this is a thing, but then also accepting it once they learn about it.
Right.
So the amount of meat that we can get into here as far as interpersonal just conflict and whatnot, of just dealing with it. There's tons. There's so much.
That's why I want Bruno to last a lot longer.
Yep, same.
Because I think it's actually going to. I think it's actually going to. I think it's going to be a thing of where we'll now be kind of constantly on the clock with this, and someone else will figure it out. Trish definitely could see that happening.
Yeah.
Narancia has a moment where he's like, I understand this whole thing. And maybe Narancia's like, well, yeah, I already knew that. But or something where he's like, I've been coming to accept it. But the thing is that, look, he's still here and he's still fighting for us. He's still working to protect us. He's doing everything he can. And that's enough right now. And we'll deal with that when it happens, That could be really cool. Mista, though, on some level, I don't think he's clued in much at all. No, I don't think Narancia has either necessarily. But the fact that Trish is picking it up, I think is really cool, because Trish being a new character to the squad, and he had all these other characters having so much more time with Bruno, so they got to know him as family, like as their older brother, The fact that she's noticing it, I really would like to see that moment where the other characters are kind of in their bit of not denial, but like, yeah, but you don't understand. Like, this is him doing what he has to do to protect us and be the leader and being who he is. And then Bucciarati's like some what are some of the effects of slowly dying or being dead that go beyond physical senses that could be really emotionally painful? Like,
I don't know.
Like something that would be the equivalent of like a form of dementia. where he's already losing his senses.
Yeah, like
and what
he
if
wasn't fully aware. Yeah.
Right. And what if he starts to like lose like memories? He starts to like slowly start to, so basically all non-essential functions start to shut down.
Yeah, because the way
that can be really painful.
Like the way I'm guessing this is kind of going, their take on this is that it's sort of like a stand possession of sorts, like where his stand is almost like possessing his own body, and it's being given the chance by Giorno or something like that.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
Or something, right? Like maybe it's just as straightforward as it's Bruno, but he has limited time, right? But they are getting into things where it's not fully Bucciolati, right? Like so.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
but
really, really intense episode.
Yeah,
I loved the fact that I like almost immediately once we saw what Oasis was doing, it was easy to understand not only that it was this type of stand, why it was being done, why it was so dangerous and scary because of how well they set up Green Day. So this is, I would say, another example of Araki understanding what makes a stand of the week encounter special.
Right.
And really capitalizing upon it while definitely leaning into the same structures that he's used in the past to make good stand of the week encounters. Like in terms of the ones that we've probably seen that kind of stand out as like some of the best ones, you know, some of the best ones tend to be the ones where, you know, Polnareff was encountering, you know, like someone that was, you know,
like Jay Guile,
yeah, exactly, stuff like
the
that.
Personal ones,
the personal ones, and then some of them are the ones where they're less about stand battles and more about the mental games. You know, like the one with the gambling older brother. You know, like that was probably one of the best stand of the week encounters as well.
And one of the reasons why I think, go for it.
I was going to say, but this one and what makes this one different is that they are dealing with someone that has no way of being reasoned with, has no care at all for human life. Has all the reasons to be evil, and yet they are actually successfully like beating the JoBros at multiple points, and the location keeps changing, the dynamic of the fight keeps changing. The fact that they're going to give basically at least 3 episodes to these guys, I think is very, very worthwhile, especially given that we could even go for a 4th episode if they bring Doppio into the mix as the cliffhanger at the end of the next episode.
Gotcha.
Because he's on his way. Like,
yeah, and you're counting the previous episode as being part of it.
As being part of it because it's set up. Yes.
Right. Even though it was a small part of it.
Even though it was a very small part of it.
Right. Okay, yeah. And one of the other things that I think is really good here. So oftentimes with stories I found that there's the example of Chocolate or Chocolato, where it's the madman, the really deranged person that is dangerous, right? And because they're so incredibly dangerous, that raises the stakes in a very particular way, right? The tensions are high, right?
Yep.
And that was absolutely nailed here, right? Like the JoBros are in a really bad situation, like one of the worst ones they've ever been in, right? But on top of that, one of the best things to have is to have a personal conflict and motivation for the fight itself.
Yeah, within it.
Yeah, like in the Polnareff and Jay Guile fight, right? Yep. Like that was a really good way to do it. But having it within the villain, that's fairly normal, right?
Yes.
You know, he killed my family or something like that, right? In this case, it's within the group. And that offers a completely different dynamic, because a lot of the times I feel like with the personal villain, you don't want them to be as much of a force of nature, because then that makes for a less dynamic interaction, right?
Agree.
You know, with regards to the conflict and all of that stuff, not the fight conflict, but then also the interpersonal conflict, right?
Right.
But when you have someone be just a force of nature, the actual danger, the fight itself, can be way crazier, right?
Yes.
Because you don't have to worry about those other things. So the fact that it's separated into 2 different groups, where the interpersonal stuff is within the JoBros, the characters that we care about, all the parties involved, right? And then you have the fighting, which is with the enemy stand users. That's very done good. Very well.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of the one that ended up possessing inside, I think it was Joseph's mind, and was holding him hostage in part 3. and he was ordering Jotaro to basically be his slave during the portion of that time. And meanwhile,
the lovers one?
Yeah, I think that was what it was. Yeah, and meanwhile, Jotaro is just building his desire to just obliterate this guy. This is something similar to that in that we are building within someone like Giorno, for instance. This guy needs to die. I need to dispense gold and justice upon him. This guy is part of the reason why I am doing what needs to be done to get into this gang. Right. Is there are people out there that just they just need to die. And it's that part where we see in some ways that little bit of that little bit of darkness come from Giorno, and it's just like, hey, you know what? You do you, man. Unleash it. Go ham on this guy.
When even the boss is like, this is one of the most, this is like the most effed up dude on the planet. You know that something's up.
You know that this is his problem.
Yeah.
I would love to see, as just a little simple bit, have a stand user from Passione come out, engage in the fight, cause a distraction for Green Day just a little bit, and be like, the boss let Green Day out? The hell is he thinking?
Yeah.
Goes to try and kill them with their stand ability or what have you, and they just get pasted. Just absolutely wasted. I would love to see that. Also, I would love to see, because this person who's come to the Coliseum to meet them, I would love to have them somehow segue into this as well.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because they probably aren't someone that can actually really fight or engage in this whole thing here, given that they were primarily, doing things through the electronic means to communicate with them and stuff.
Yep.
And I'm guessing they probably fought the boss or tried to do something against the boss, and then just they're done. They're like, nope, can't interfere with things, directly.
And who would want to mess with something like Green Day?
Green Day alone. But then you have King Crimson with Epitaph and all that. No, that's an overpowered stand to the umpteenth degree. So yes, I would want to see some way in which the environment becomes more at play here, like what Giorno did. By utilizing the bullets to create the vines and stuff to attack the helicopter. And stuff. More stuff like that.
By the way, JoJo's has, especially in this part, I feel like, kept the environments very dynamic.
Yeah.
And recently, especially, done a very good job of that. Because the idea of we need to keep moving to get away.
Yeah.
But we also need to make sure that we only get away through... in a
specific
certain way.
Means,
through specific means.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
That's
I
really
love
cool.
it. It's terrifying. It's interesting, and it allows for the environment to change to lots of different things. It's not just, all right, we're on the water and it's coming after us, or we're on a highway and it's coming after us, or or a train or something like that.
Yeah.
But
here we are. Let's go into part 2. If you want to see part 2's reaction discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us and the community there about this show, about anime in general, and you can also talk with Jacob about the sci-fi novel that he wrote.
Yep, I did a thing. It's a sci-fi novel. It's called Battle Lines, and it's ridiculously awesome. It's on Amazon for purchase. Link in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see it there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.